Hi, my name is Wendy, and I am a math coach for a public school right now, and I'm going to make these series of videos to specifically speak to my new teachers that are out there. I know it's hard, and there's so much material out there to help you teach your students better, but I want to come with material to not only help you teach your students better, but to help you with your first year and your first year experiences that you might be having as a new teacher. So in this video, we're going to focus on how to deal with the stress of being a new teacher. Now, when you're a new teacher, you're still learning your setup. You haven't even figured out what, will work for your students, what won't work, because every year you're going to get a different body of students. They're not always going to be the same, but if you're consistent and your structure is the same, over time it will build. So some things that you might stress about being a new teacher, I will focus on 2 of them in this video. So the first thing is building relationships with the teachers around you. Sometimes I feel like new teachers, including myself, I've experienced this, tend to feel like when you get into a school, schools can be pretty cliquey. And not that they mean to be, but I think that people in general can be cliquey. So understand that cliques will form, and that's okay. You do want to create an environment where everybody is welcome, so you can be that person to create that environment. Don't try to seek them out. I wouldn't recommend that. Only because I feel like sometimes teachers can go back and kind of say, oh, the new girl came to see me and she's X, Y, and Z. And if you just don't want that type of reputation, I mean, you could. I'm not saying, do it, don't do it. This is not official advice, oh my God. But this is my opinion to help you deal with that first year, those first year jitters. I wouldn't seek out other teachers that to be in cliques. Just because you haven't sensed out the environment of the school just yet. So it's also to protect you and for you to become a little bit more observant of your surroundings. So instead of seeking them out, I would try to fall in love with the art of teaching, and understand the science of teaching and your students. Do the most that you can for your students, so that attention that you're seeking, that adult conversation that you're seeking, you might not get that a lot as a new teacher. So this is where you might have to go through and talk to your friends more. At that quiet time, you can eat in the lunchroom, but sometimes they can make you feel like you're not really connected with them. But you have to be okay with that, and you have to let them see you smile, let them see you enjoying your new teaching experience, because it is a great experience. Remember to always stay in the state of gratefulness, because it's grateful that you got this job. It's grateful that you have these students in front of you. You're learning so much, and you might not have the best first year ever, but I promise you, even if this year is not the greatest and it might be challenging, trust me, your first year as a new teacher, it's going to be challenging, but you're going to learn so much, and you're going to be such a better teacher that the next year will come around and teachers will be looking to you for advice as to how you handled certain students, or they look to you for advice as to how you explain material, or you can give your feedback and your input. So as a new teacher, I will just sit back, relax, and kind of just take some time off to just observe your environment and understand the type of people that you're working with, because you know what? The work environment can be great. It can be a hit or miss, I've worked in several different schools, and they've all had different work environments. Some people are very welcoming, where, I've been outside of cliques and I've been in cliques, and I'm not a clique type of person. I don't like cliques. I'd rather honestly be by myself, but that's just my personality. So I tend to have people who will come and talk to me instead, who will come to my classroom instead of me going to theirs. I just think it's because I fell in love with what I was doing. I couldn't wait to come back the next day and reteach a lesson, or really be into whatever it is, or researching how to do something, or creating centers or games and stuff for my kids to be into. And like I said before, as you're building a relationship with your kids, you want to make sure that you make them laugh and that you make them, relate to you, because your kids they're the ones who have the final say in everything. If they go around and they say, oh my goodness, this teacher's horrible, I can't stand her, I don't like her, she doesn't know how to teach, then that's going to have a negative impact on your experience as a first year teacher. But if they say, you know what, she's not always that great all the time, but you know, I really enjoy being in her class because she motivates us and like she always wants to help us out. She's always available. Like, think about the things that you want the kids to say about you and then become that. So what are the things that you want your students to say? Do you want them to say, oh, she's strict, she doesn't, you know, she doesn't let anything slide? Like, this is your classroom. You have to dictate, you know, what you want them to say about you. Don't be too nice. Do not be too nice, because they will take advantage of that, and then you'll have a really hard time bringing in your classroom. So definitely find some ways to get around that. I'm going to make another video about being too nice as a first year teacher. Okay, so that's number one thing that I want to talk about, just in case you were wondering, like, how to deal with coworkers, you know, who do not seem to want to talk to you or are in cliques. You know, like I said, to recap that, make sure that you are okay with being by yourself and fall in love with teaching. Fall in love with all the things that include teaching, and let them always see you smiling. And that will bring out so much positive energy that they will want to seek you out. And do not get caught up in drama. Leave people in their drama. Like, if somebody comes to you and they start telling you, oh, you know, X, Y, and Z, I can't believe that they did that. Just play dumb. Be like, oh, really? They would do something like that? Oh, they don't seem like that type of person. They seem so nice. Like, you guys all seem so nice here. Like, definitely disconnect yourself from that, because the last thing you want to do, and I've seen teachers do this, is get suckered into other people's drama in education, because, you know, we have drama in it of itself. So that was the first thing that I feel like new teachers experience as yourself. The second thing I wanted to tell you is, you might overwork yourself as a new teacher, but I want to stress this, okay? And I'm going to end it with this, because this is probably the most important part of teaching. You are the most important part of being a teacher. So you need to take care of yourself. Like, I have to stress that. You need to make sure that you are okay, because first of all, you are replaceable, but everybody who has a job is replaceable. Like, that's just the nature of the beast. Secondly, you need to take care of yourself, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. You know, so if you are stressed out, if you are overwhelmed, if you are, you know, and you feel like you're working so hard, take a day off. You have personal days. Take one personal day and do something that you like, whether it's sitting at home and just watching TV all day, or going to the mall and going window shopping, or going shopping, just in general. Make sure that you do something for yourself. Make sure that you have your personal space time, just like how you have your lessons structured. Make sure that you have time for yourself, because first year is tough and it's overwhelming. But if you don't take care of yourself, you can't give to your kids. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't give to anybody. So you are your first priority. You have to make sure that you are okay, because if you are not okay, then you're going to have a difficult teaching experience. So within all of that, whether or not caring about other coworkers or anything, be a little selfish with your own time. You know, take 10 minutes and in the morning before you go to work and meditate. Like, I like to get to work maybe 15 minutes early, and I like to just sit by myself, even if it's just in my car for like 5 minutes, and listen to music and just let my body just relax before I walk in and I have to interact with people. Just make sure to do that. I hope that you found these tips helpful. Like I said, continue watching. Please like and subscribe. I will be posting more videos of how to combat your first year teaching, and hopefully you will see a greater difference in yourself, and you will. Every teacher does by your second year. Don't give up. You're doing great. I appreciate you for joining this education field, because it can be tough. The link below, I will tell you that I am an affiliate marketer on the side, and I think that it's great, because honestly, like, our salaries aren't that great, but just because I love teaching and I never want to give this up does not mean that the salary is what I want to live by. So I became an affiliate marketer just because of that. Okay, so I'm going to put my link down there, and if you're interested in being an affiliate marketer, so it's really simple. I mean, you can basically do it from your phone, you know, once you get started and things are going, you can do it from your phone. I have coaches that will help you. So the link is down there, and I will see you guys in my next video, okay? Thanks a lot. Bye.